Let's get into our, our African proverb. It's only fair that we do that. African proverb. Because, why do we do the African proverb? Because this is an African podcast. I am proudly African, okay? I'm proudly African, and it's only fair that I share with you some of the wiseness of the land, some of the things that colonialization couldn't take away from us. Our wisdom. Sort of. Okay. So yeah, what is the wise words of the day? What is the wise words of episode 26? But first of all, welcome to episode 26. I didn't say that all around. Welcome to episode 26, and now here is the wise words for the African proverb for episode 26. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay. It takes a whole village to raise a child. It takes a whole village. It takes the whole village to raise a child. So basically, you cannot raise a child on your own. Wait, what am I doing? Am I explaining it yet? Have I already started to explain? Okay, wait. If you don't know what that means, let's get into it. All right. After this sip. Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. I actually wrote this down because I didn't want to I didn't want to make any mistakes, so I'm just gonna be referencing myself from what I wrote. Okay, so what is the proverb? It takes a whole village to raise a child. It takes the whole village to raise a child. What does that mean? The society in which a child is present is responsible for the moral character it creates in the child. Are you getting me? The society is responsible for the moral character it creates in a child. And everyone in a community should be responsible for helping to train a child. Let me say that again. Everyone in a community. English. Leave me alone. All right, let's try that again. Everyone in a community should be responsible for helping to train a child. That's not old. Irrespective of who the parents are, offering correction where they are needed. All right, so let me say that again for those in the back. I'm just going to read the whole thing at once. All right. The society is responsible for the moral characters it creates in a child, and everyone in a community should be responsible for helping to train a child, irrespective of who the parents are. Offering correction where they are needed is very, very important. All right. So that's what it means. And let me break it down in my own way. It takes a whole village to raise a child. It means your neighbor, the next neighbor. If you are in a community, especially back home, it's a community and nearly everyone knows. We know each other. Like, I can be going down the road and I know the next person. That I can see someone coming and I know that person. And if I mess up right in front of that person can beat me. And that is true because when I was 10, I don't even know how old I was, but by that time I was still comfortable. Walking around with bare feet and all that stuff. Like, bare feet was the way I walked around. Like, it was fun, man. It was in the villages, in the city, in the inner cities. Like, not the inner cities, like the inner cities, like, in your area, in your developed area. In my place, we were comfortable. Like in West Africa, it actually takes a community to raise a child. Like, if you mess up, if you are an elder, let's say you're an elder, like from 30 and above, even 25, even 20, if you see a little boy, a little kid messing around, doing some stupid shit, you have all the right to beat that kid. You have all the right to beat that kid and even take him or her to their parents, to her or to his or her parents, and let the beating continue. So usually when they are beating you, when someone when a neighbor sees you messing up in the quarter, like we say in the quarter, like in the community, if they find you messing up in the community, they have the right to beat you, and they can take you. When they beat you, they can take you to your parents. And why they are beating you, basically why they are beating you, you are praying that they don't go report you to your parents. Because when they report you to your parents, especially if it's something so bad that you did, when they report you to your parents, they're still gonna beat you after that person just beat you, after that person had beaten you already. So you are getting a double beating. All right. So it takes a community to raise a child. If I'm passing and someone is doing something wrong, a kid is doing something wrong, I have the right to correct that kid. I have the right to beat that kid if whatever the kid is doing is bad. Yeah, I have the right to do that. But not in the Western, not in the civilized world, with all you messed up kids around here. You beat someone's kid, you touch someone's baby. Oh, they can lock you up. Like they're gonna tell you don't have the right to touch my kid. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you don't have the right to touch my kid. No matter, even when you're trying to explain what the kid did, like you're trying to say no, but I saw him doing this, I saw her doing this. No, you don't have the right to touch someone's baby out here. No, keep your hands to yourself. It's not your place to do anything. But I'm just saying, back home in West Africa, that's how we are trained. Like for like something that one of the culture shock that I also witnessed when I came to South Africa was you would find kids you find kids who was to go into school, not the university, was to go into school, and they are smoking cigarettes, they're smoking weed right in front of elders, and the elders will pass and the kid will pass smoking, blowing smoke in the air, passing. Yeah, nobody's doing shit. I promise you, bro. I promise you, I can't even lie. I swear to you right now, if that was in Africa, if that was in West Africa, I'm not even going to say Africa. That thing, because what I'm talking about, the smoking thing, happens in South Africa. What I am telling you right now, in West Africa, if you are caught by anyone in the community, by anyone, I mean anyone who can beat you, if you are caught, even someone who smokes, if you are a kid, if you are a baby, if you are a kid, and you are walking around smoking and doing all this extra shit, they have the right to beat you. They have the right to whoop that ass before they even take you to your parents. When they are beating you, you are actually praying that they don't take it to your parents. Because if they take you to your parents and they see, especially if you're smoking weed, if they see that you're smoking weed, that's worse. All right, cigarette is bad, but weed is worse. We call it banga. If they see you smoking banga, if they catch you smoking banga, oh my God. Just know that day you are going to receive a community beating. Because while your parents are beating you, pray that your auntie is not coming. It's not going to visit that day, because when your aunt comes, your aunt is going to beat you as well. So pray that no one in your family also comes and finds your mom or your dad beating you, because they are going to join in the beating. Pray that no neighbor is passing around, because if they are beating you, maybe outside, because it's usually like a public beating, like they beat you in front of everyone. So when they are beating you outside and you are shouting, because usually you have no choice but to shout, because they are beating you. They're not beating you, like they're not telling you to hold your hand out and they are beating you everywhere. When they take a stick and they are whooping your ass everywhere, and a neighbor is passing, maybe that neighbor is not gonna want to come beat you, because that neighbor is also scared that maybe your parent, your dad or your mom might say, no, leave this, I'm gonna kill this kid myself. So the neighbor is just gonna stay there and just start saying things that are gonna make your parent want to kill you. So, oh my God, I can't believe this kid is also smoking like this. At what age? What age are you smoking? I'm gonna say this like in pidgin English. Oh my, no, not in pidgin English, but maybe in the accent that they would actually say, like in, okay. Oh my God, I can't believe this. How old are you? You are smoking anyhow. How old are you? Come, you are just a kid and you are smoking Indian hemp. That's what, yeah, they usually say Indian. You are smoking banker. Small child like this. Hey, brother, please beat this child, because if this child continues to do things like this child is gonna be spoiled. This child is gonna end up in jail or in the grave. So correct this child so this child never do this again. All right, beat this child. Oh, please beat this child. And you're there whooping your ass, and this person is just adding kerosene or petrol to the fire. Bro, I'm just saying, like, it's how this thing is. So when I see kids out here, in South Africa smoking, passing, and an elder is actually passing next to them and not doing anything, I'm like, well, different place. When in Rome, do what the Romans do. Mind your fucking business. Don't do shit. And that is it. If a community cannot raise a kid, I guess, I don't know, somebody finish that. If a community cannot finish a kid, not finish a kid, don't kill somebody's kid, no. If a community cannot straighten a kid, if a community cannot communitize a kid, if a community cannot beat a kid or correct a kid, I don't know what is going to happen to the kid. Just finish that ad and let me know in the comment section what you suggest. Yeah, but that's how shit goes in West Africa. Anyone in the community has the right to put hands on you. Everyone in the community has the right to put hands on you. So you when you do your things, you look around before you do your things. You are very, very careful before you commit crime. At some point, it becomes so stressful that even doing the thing that you want to do is not even worth it, because when you're trying to do the thing, you're looking around. It's stressful. You're not enjoying what you really want to do. Imagine smoking weed and you are there minute. You are there checking if someone is coming. It's messing up your high, bro. How are you gonna get high? You get high and all of a sudden you are checking to see if someone is coming. How? No, you have to be comfortable when you smoke weed. I'm not speaking out of experience, but you have to be comfortable when you're smoking weed. You have to chill. After you smoke, you have to chill, relax, lean back, and just chill. Watch some cartoons or some movie or just chill. No stress. That's why when they say don't mess up my high, it's best. That's what they're trying to say is don't stress me. That's it. Don't mess up my high. You are messing up my high. When someone says you're messing up my high, it means you're stressing me. Because when you get stressed, your high, you're not really enjoying the high. So how are you gonna get high when you just you're constantly looking to see if someone is coming? No, bruh. Why? So yeah. So that's that. That's our African proverb for today. I hope that you learned something from that one.